G'day everyone, welcome to the Opal Mills. Today's episode going to be a little bit different. I have a mystery parcel. So I'm not far from the next Andamuka trip, and I have a video I mentioned probably in the last video I'm waiting to put out. It'll be part 2 to following the opal from the miner to a finished product, and that'll be coming out next week. So in between all that, I've been sent a parcel that somebody has some opal they're not able to finish and wanted to know if there's anything I could do for them. So I said, well, let's have a look and let's see what we can do. So excuse the noise, I'm just going to quickly open this and we'll all have a look. Okay, here we go. Two little packages and a note. So I've just read this note, and it's just a quick thank you for doing this from the person that sent me this, and they've offered me to choose 5 stones for giveaways, and they'll choose 5 when I've cut them. Awesome, this will be interesting. So I'll start opening these up, and it looks like we've got some labels on this, some rough, red rubs. That's always good. Black chips, normal chips, and some rubs and some rubs. So I like that order there. We'll go from left to right. We'll start with the, we'll build it up. So yeah, we'll just do the join. Somewhere along there. 27 carats of chips and some black chips. So nice little bit of colour in that. What I'm going to do is I'll just shuffle those parcels aside, bring this dish in, and we'll come for a zoom. There we go. So we've got some black chips. We'll look at the 27 carats of chips first, I think. These might be good for little inlays if I can't get stones out of. Oh wow, some nice colour in it. Little flashes. Nice little bit of crystal. Wow. It's got a big bit of something in there. I reckon I might be able to get a little stone out of that. Very small one, but very pretty. Wow, this is going to be a bit of fun. Broad flash. See if that comes clean, maybe not. See what happens. It's got a bit of stuff going through it. Nice bright little chip, that one. Hopefully that's got no cracks or anything through it. They'll come up really nice. Wow. Little bits look interesting. It's a bit thin, might be good for a doublet. See what happens with that. Nice little flash there, goes all the way through. Hopefully get something out of that too, that'll look great. Some nice material there for chips. We'll shuffle that down that corner. Try not to mix them up straight away. Okay, so second bag, we'll go for the black chips. Try again, keep them separate. A couple of nice little inlay size bits. maybe. Very tiny, bit too small for a stone. Might be one there. It's a nice bit of colour. Yeah. There very much might be a little stone there. Hopefully that tidies up. Might have to be a Dremel clean up to start with. See what's left. Some really rich, bright colour there. Very nice. This one's got a bit of a fracture through it. And if it comes off, it'll lose about like that. Not sure if there'll be maybe a little picture stone left. If that colour keeps going under that grey, might do actually. Yeah, might get a decent stone. Something small. It's not bad for chips. Might be a little carving. There's a bit that caught my eye to start with. Wow, it's got a couple of dips in the surface though. So again, it might have to be a little carving one. Tied it up into something. Reds and blues. Nice combo. There's a couple other colours in there though. Alright. So off to a great start. A little bit fractured, but if it holds together, that's the main thing. Just making these presentable. Stick them up that corner. I'll just open another pack. So next one's a bag of, it's labelled as rough. So rough's right up my alley. Wow. I might just take these chips out quickly. Okay, so a couple of bags. 3 bags. Ooh, that one looks interesting. We'll just start with this. It's a bit crystally. Straight off the bat. I might just zoom in a bit more, saves me able to bring it in so close. Oops. But yeah, this one, check that out. Really nice colour in there. I just hope there's no issues with it. I'm seeing something that may be a little crack fracture. We'll have to get into it and have a look. But awesome, a few bars running through that one. So we got, this might be might be a carver. Just the way it dips in too much. Or I have to cut it up into tiny stones. That one would be a nice carver, because yeah, too scooped in the face to do anything with that as such. It's a flat face stone. Have to work out what to do with this line here. Looks like it will eventually break off. A couple other fractures, so it may have to go into a few bits and may end up with a couple of little stones in the end, who knows. So this will be exciting. Nice little bit of colour under there. Hopefully that might get a bit brighter. Looks like it's been rubbed back just down to the colour. I see what they do. There's a little flecks in there, in amongst potch and colour. That's alright. It's a really nice colour in that. Bit of white opal. Might Might be another little carving piece. It's just sort of like a little drop. There's a few bars running through that. This corner's going to come off like that. And that was an ancient break. As you can see, the yellow staining in there. The other minerals got in. So it's nothing to worry about. That might be a nice little stone though. There's quite a few little bars running through there. It's an interesting pattern for a white opal. What else we got? Bit of red. Both sides too. I'd say go for this side, see what happens with that corner there. It looks a bit eaten away by sand. May end up, no, we'll have to play around with that one. A little off cut by the look of it. It's a nice colour in that. Unfortunately, it's got two edges that don't agree with the stone, but yeah, that way up. So that's the bottom. Might be able to get a face out of there. Just see what all this does after cleaning it up. There we go. Looks like a Pac-Man. Inlay a little. Yeah, I know what to do with that one. I'll shut up now. My brain's going crazy. Ah, the possibilities. That's a nice little bit though. That's gonna look cool when I finish with it. It's like I've already made my mind up on it. Can't see the face. There's a bit of colour that way. Face is alright. But these are very thin bars with potch bar, potch bar, potch bar. So they have to be kind of a flat face. As soon as you start doming this material, you end up with potch colour, potch colour, potch colour stripes all the way up and around it. But that's a bit thick there. Unfortunately, it doesn't go in too far. It's a bit interesting. This is going to be heaps of fun. Okay. So next little pile looks like more ridge material. Lightning ridge. Just got that telltale coloration. Yeah, it's pretty gemmy colour for a blue. Hopefully that potch doesn't go in deep. Wow. Hopefully that tidies up. It's like a nice stone like that anyway. Some nice material you've got here, I must say. I know you'll be watching this. Yeah, that could turn into something really good. Nice black base. I like that flash. There's my blue. I love that blue. Very interesting. I like the body tone. Touch of colour in the bottom there. Take that cap off. The colour underneath. I'm not sure how far. Yeah, you can see glints coming through this side. Very interesting. So I might just go through all these bits and make this a video unto itself. Just show this parcel off. This is killer material, some of it. Just look at that. Wow. Yeah, it's got a stone in there. I'll have to see what that one does. It's a bit thin bar and it mixes up and down. Might be a carving piece. Wow. Through the side, that looks fantastic. Hopefully it faces, and it sort of does, yeah, quite well. Nice grey potch back. A little bit of darkening, not quite black, but there we go. Wow. Unreal. Oh, there we go. Right in that corner there. Now I've got this zoomed right in. Have a look at my thumbnail. So I mean, I'm just enjoying watching this with you, even though it's zoomed in a bit. So these would be small stones so far, but some pretty colours. A few odd sort of shapes to deal with, a couple of challenges, which is what I'm up for. Oh, there's the gold mine right there. No, I'm joking. Nice end to a bit of a knobby or something. Might be a little stone in there, who knows. Wow. I like the rich colour when you get it like that. It's not watery. There's colour mostly present. There we go. That should face quite well. Awesome. Oh, nice little knobby. Should be easy to cut. Look at that blue again. It's very black too, mixed into the black potch. Wow, little pea knobbies. These come out really nice. Oh, check that out. That's gonna be a killer. Wow. Very gemmy. Pick that one up already. Oop, little carver. I like those kind of stones. Oops, might actually get a stone out of it. Looks pretty meaty. Very rich colour in there. Wow. Unfortunately, it's beaten by sand that side. Looks pretty, but it may end up just being destroyed to chase down here. Might do it with the Dremel though, and salvage what I can. Wow. This is going to be fun. I reckon I'll still have some of this to cut when I get my live streams happening. Not too far off, guys. About 120 odd to go. Then I've got to figure out, make sure I can do it properly. I'll have to invest in a mic after all. I did get a mic, but yeah, it's a bit tricky. Didn't work the best. There's a nice stone. Wow. Alright, I'll just quickly put this away and grab another bag out. Alright, here we have the next bag. Some larger pieces. Some really nice flashes coming out of it. Okay. I was picking up randomly. A bit mixed up with colour. It's a bit of a little bar up the top there. There might be a little carving stone, or I'll see what we can get out of it with that bar up there. Might actually stretch further across than I'm seeing. We'll find out when I get into it. Little carver piece, I'd say. that back's going to survive long. Couple of little fracture marks through this one. Hopefully they disappear before it gets down to that colour. I'll probably cut it up that way. Look at that, there's that blue again. I have to take some screenshots after this. Yeah, nice couple of stones in there, surely. Can't be too badly cracked up. Hopefully it's just the superficial fractures that look much like they fracture across sideways, so hopefully I'll get down and they disappear. It's not fractured down the bottom half. Otherwise the backs will look a bit, yeah. Looks like one of those, they call them witch's hat. I'm not sure if it is, but it's sort of that shape. A little cap on top, except there's no cap left. It's not white. Oh, there we are. Wow. Unfortunately, there's a fair bit of something mixed up in this. I'm not sure. I'll still get a stone out of it. That's for sure. But I think it's got a bit too much something mixed in. See if it clears up further. Maybe it's just on the surface, but it does look like a translucent top on a white potch bottom, like it formed with a white cap, the colour, and no potch. Unless that's already been rubbed, which could be a possibility. And that's what it revealed. I'd say maybe they cut it up the wrong way, or it might have been a bit sandy this side, who knows. There we go. Some rich colouring under there. Disappears this side, so it's on a bit of a angle through there. It's a very nice colour. It's a bit pink on top. It's a very nice colour. I'd almost want to leave that black there, cut it up that way. Oh, look at that. Just hope those fractures don't go in too far. We're on a good stone. Potential. Yeah, another translucent. Wow. I think that'll come out, not a problem. Gorgeous. Very bright. There's something hiding in there. It's nice and bright too. Starting to come through the surface there. Let's see a tinge of it under here as well. Doesn't quite come across. It might be just that part of the stone. A lot of investigating to do with this parcel. Slowly peeling bits back. Oops, there we are. Just wondering where the colour was. It's a very thin layer. Slightly another carving. Kind of looks like a head, something with its mouth open. Its eye, some ears, and a neck. Little baby bird. No, they don't have ears, you idiot. It's a baby owl. I don't know, don't they have ears? Don't laugh at me. So I got a mate here. Oh dear.
Dinosaur fetus.
Oh, there we go. It's a nice little bar running through the bottom there. It's a little thin stone. A lot of blue and purple on top. Maybe double-sided. See if this cleans up into something worth keeping. Maybe bring it down that side. right colour. That looks pretty easy. Faces probably that way up. Let's see what happens. It's going to be very thin and lost at that end otherwise. See how it faces that way, but I think yeah. Hopefully that's just potch covering it. It doesn't really flash up like that side. Well, decisions. What do we got here? Just a little hint of colour there. I think that's just little tiny pocket patches. Might be a very interesting carving. Maybe something else inside there that I can't quite see. Not sure if I'm seeing blues in there or not. It's under a grey skin. Couple of thin pieces. Wow. Oh, okay, here we go. It's a bit of boulder, maybe. Looks like ironstone. There's a natural fracture through there. Have to separate. Interesting. There you go, nice big white patch in the middle of some colour. Could incorporate that into it somehow, maybe. Could put an inlay in there. A lot of people go, don't cut it up, just for the patch, put an inlay in it. It's like, that's a perfect piece for doing such a thing. It's almost a nice little white circle. Could almost leave it and do a little black opal yin yang. Oh, right, spoiler alert. Moving on. There we go. It's not really translating through surface too well anyway, except for there. Hint on how it might face. It's a thin enough bar that it'll get a face out of, I'm pretty sure. Not sure what it does this side, looks like it thins in. It's nothing. Most of the colour was out in this side of the stone. Last piece for this bag. Yeah, might be a bit difficult, might be something in there. Looks a bit eaten away though. Sure I can get a little stain out of it though. Wow, looking good. Let's put this away and we'll head on to some rubs. Okay, next bag is some rubs. There's 2 bags marked this. So just start with a random pick of rubs. Okay. 86 carats. You need reshape and a polish. Looks like there's another little bag inside here. Some smaller rubs. Oh, there we go. We'll look at that in a sec. What have we done? Okay, it's got a nice body tone to it as well. Yep. Little bits of colour. It's got a couple of natural fractures in it. Nice little flush there. Oops. Get rid of it. Okay. Just turn it right, hopefully. Bit of sand in it, but let's see if we can work around it. Oh, now we're talking. That's quite pretty. That's pretty clean. Nice job, fella. Wow. That'll come up nice. It's almost like it was an asteria that was big chunky nucleus there in the middle. Everything irradiates out from. Oh, look, exclamation mark. Oh, it's twinsies, twin, exclamation mark. It's a bit of crystally sort of grey. At least he's left a bit of meat on the bone to work with. Some of these will just probably get tidied up into the best they can. There's no point just chasing out tiny little corner there of decency, but I think a lot of the fun's had rubbing back. It's always exciting unwrapping presents, not so much figuring out how they all work. It's a bit of each stone's unique, obviously. There's similarities between a lot of other stones from one to the next, but we all know the different types where you got your seams, you got your nice thick bars, you've got potch and colour, you got picture stones, crystal, black, white, but each stone still ends up as similar as it ends up being to another stone. I mean, that many stones have been cut, you're bound to find one similar to it, but as you get each piece, it is what it is, and it will become what it can be, and that's it. And so you attack them, each one differently. For instance, this one that's very thin up this side, by the time it gets cleaned up, it's going to come in, it's going to turn into a fried egg look, which is where you get your potch around your colour. You don't want to see potch from the top. So the side there may have to come in a bit, and that end. Whereas this one, yeah, not much to do on that, but just tidy her up. So yeah, a lot of differences in all the bits and pieces. A bit of a carving look. It's a nice little colour. Bit of black, bit of crystal. Bit of everything in that one. It's got a bit of an issue there. I'll have to make two stones. Okay, rolling flash. Okay, so that's one bag of rubs. What's this other little bag here? We'll have a look in. Look pretty interesting. Okay, these are sort of finished stones. A little eye of crystal in there. Oh, it's gorgeous. Nice. Okay, I see you need to neaten a few things up on it. Not too much. Nice flash of orange in that one. So these are feeling very smooth, like they've been finished off the slot. But the back's a bit rough, so I may need a bit of final tidy up, maybe a straighten up. See a nice little cushion cut in that one. Little chips. Some accent stone size bits. This one's nice. A little flush in there. So I can see where the owners done their best to figure out the nature of which way to cut these bits. And done so far so good. Just a little bit further to go and they'll be gems. So I'll just put these bits away. Alright, second bag of rubs. What do we got here? Oh, very nice. Bit of a crack at the bottom, unfortunate. Work around, but that's alright. Nice thick bar above it. Wow. Nice bit of white opal. Some darker bits here. Ooh, bit of webbing going through it. Same again. That was a bit healthier though. Gorgeous. Specimen. There's that blue. Green flash. Some orange coming highlights. Okay. Very interesting. Very directional. Nice flash. Check that out. Hang it up that way. Yeah, definitely that way. Maybe. A couple of bits beaten by sand and cracks. Here. Rough cutty type pieces. of colour in that. Bit of an angle on it. It's been faced that way. I think it should be that way. Move the setting it up straighter. A bit of white. Opaque. I've left some smaller pieces here. Wow, small but mighty. Very nice little ring stain in there. Gorgeous. Hopefully there's enough bar left to polish it. A fracture there, may have to make a couple of stones. Depends what the rest of the stone is. If it's just that one fracture or it looks a bit smashed in there. Shatteredness of the orange underneath. Yeah, we'll see. This one's caught my eye. Nice little stone there. There we go. Another one there, little marquee shape probably. Or a drop, or an oval, we'll see. Nice, not a bad job on those rubs. At least you've left me something to work with. Thank you. Okay, so last bag, titled Red Rubs. So, hope this bag knows there's some high expectations for it. We got a couple of bags in the bag. Wow, very interesting. Some rough, and some rubs. Start off with the rubs. One black, one bunch of white crystal. Wow. It's a nice little bleak stone. Pretty easy cut, that one. Nice flash. Couple of maybe issues with that one. Yeah. Nice. Fracture again. It's okay. There's the cookie crumbles. There you go, it's a nice one. Little grace clutching colour. Little bit of meat left on the bone. Wow, that one's a nice one. Starting to get that fried egg look at the bottom though. As you look from the top, the edges are potch, so it'll have to come right in. That'll be a gorgeous little stone. Let's see why they may have left the bottom, trying to preserve that maybe, that jelly, but I don't think it does it any service. I'll have to cut around some bits. A couple of this stuff's got some fractures, so some have to either maybe recut or just as they are. Wow, that's nice. I like that corner. The whole stone's alright, but that corner sets it off. Be an interesting little combo. Can work those fractures around. Very directional. Alright. Couple of bags are rough. Start with the little chips. What have we got here? Okay. Bit of a challenge. Nice little stone in there though. Little black kernel inside it. The boulder. Hopefully that cleans up nicely. Nice. Thin bar. Oh no, it's thicker that side. That's a promising sign. Look at that. Beautiful. They all deserve to be cut. See how we go. Wow. Some great little ring stones in this stuff to be had. And some accent stones once they get a bit too small. Stick a couple alongside a bigger stone. Might be a nice little carving. Little black opal, dark base anyway. Not quite black, but almost borderlining black crystal. Wow. Nice bit of crystal in there. Hopefully it's not broken up too much. Carving again. Just one more. Yes. Wow. There's a black opal. It's a pretty rich colour. Have to be very careful with that one. Very rich colour. Very nice. So, one more bag of rubs. Of rough. 4 more. What do we got here? Bit of boulder. Couple of bits of colour going through it. I'm not sure about this sort of material around it. It's very granular, porous. It won't take a polish very well. Usually it needs to be sealed with something. It's got a fracture running through it. Might get a face out of a stone out of that way. As long as that fracture doesn't do it much damage. Oh, we'll see. What else we got here? Oh, it's got a stain running through it. It sort of makes the stain look very interesting. Good here. A little flat knobby. There's a nice bit of colour going around it. I reckon if that cleans up, a pretty little stain. Thing is, which side to take down? The black's this side and the cap's that side, but the colour's down this side and the potch is that side. Isn't it thicker potch this side? Dremel. Slowly figure it out. There we go. Wow. So there's a couple of bars running through there inconsistently. Well, there's another one. Hopefully that stays thick enough to get a polish out of it without disappearing on us. Very nice. Probably a very careful Dremel job. Awesome. That's going to be some fun. Very careful cut on that one though. See another little bar down lower here. Comes into all this stuff down the bottom here, where it's all stirred up and mixed up. Bit of green poking out there. All mixed up there. So yeah, maybe even a carving. Be nice to get a stain, but I don't think there's enough meat on the bone depth wise. Gotta be careful I don't lose just that thin layer. That would be a massive shame. But let's see what we can do. So if that bar runs under that potch to that one. Since that's all potched that in, might roll it and find out. We'll see. Might be a little bit thicker than hopefully I think. Just to get that little bit of sand out and get a nice finish on the face. So yeah, what I might do, yeah, we'll chuck a very quick cut in here. I'll pick a stain, get it done. We'll see what the potential of this parcel is going to be. Okay, I went back through the bag of rough and went back to this piece. And I thought, yep, that'll make a nice cut. For a quick cut, little P-knobby. Really nice colour in that. So I'm just going to go over to the wheel, start shaping up, cleaning her up a bit. Just got to watch out for some of this sand. Hopefully disappears pretty quick, but it's thick enough to make it go. It's just I'll lose the grey back. So yeah, over to the wheel. Well, that was a challenge. The sand line there went straight in across the stone underneath, and you can see that big white patch under that blue coming through from the bottom. So I had to thin it out a touch, but there's enough meat on this bone, and now it's virtually all crystal. I'm pretty sure by the time I finish it, that last bit of grey will probably be gone, and this will be total crystal opal. That is gorgeous. So I'm going to get to dopping and cutting, and I'll just come back. So I'm hoping you can see that crack there, right at the base going along this edge. Doesn't go all the way in, so I'm going to have to take that back edge off nonetheless. I'll take that crack out. Shame, it's going to reduce the size, but no, well, it's the nature of the beast. Alright, all finished and gorgeous. I've still got a couple of bits of marks on the bottom of the grey potch, but not very noticeable. Going any deeper would have just destroyed the stone. So it is what it is. Has inclusions, but very nicely cut. Ready to be set. Gorgeous little crystal. Translucent, transparent. So there's the quick cut. I'll just quickly whack it on the scales actually. What do we got? Just under a carat. Drop them hard enough. Oh, it's shrinking. We'll call it 0.9 of a carat. 0.9 carats. So there we go. Nice little knobby. That's gorgeous. Be a great little ring stone. Or even the pendant with the larger stone. So, hope you all enjoyed that. I'm going to get busy and probably do the rest in another video and wind this one up for now. Hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, there'll be more of this to see, but I'm going to have to organise an Andamuka trip in between now and then. So, see you in the next video. Cheers.